Welcome to LC Screen Talk. My name is Larry, and this is my review of Kevin Hart, What Now? So, if you followed my channel, you know, Kevin Hart is fine for me. I think he's okay. I never really find him hilarious. I'm not a huge Kevin Hart fan, and I don't know, he's just kind of there, a little bit oversaturated, and not someone I'm a huge fan of. So the idea of sitting through an entire film that is just Kevin Hart's stand-up on the big screen seemed a little bit daunting to me, but I thought, you know what, I haven't actually really watched any of his previous stand-up comedy work. I've only really seen him in his theatrical roles. I think I've seen bits and pieces of the stand-up, so maybe I can get a different view, a different perspective on Kevin Hart, and really understand his brand of comedy a little bit better, really warm up to Kevin Hart. Unfortunately, this movie didn't really accomplish that for me, and I'm kind of like, again, Kevin Hart, meh. So first of all, the framing devices around this are like a spoof on James Bond and 007. I thought those were actually really well done and really funny. Halle Berry was wonderful. I thought she had amazing little one-liners, and I thought she was great. I loved watching her. Don Cheadle was hilarious in his little role as well. Ed Helms, I mean, throwaway, he's in here, but who cares? And Kevin Hart was also very funny in these little bits and pieces. So I loved the framing devices they used here. But then we get into the stand-up, and so it's actually a very long stand-up routine, and the event itself was amazing. So congratulations to Kevin Hart. He sold out a football stadium. I mean, the biggest comedy event I've ever seen. I think the biggest that's ever happened. So congrats to Kevin Hart on that. It's a huge accomplishment, and it just does go to show his popularity. And when you saw the members of the audience, they pan out to them, and sometimes their reactions were funnier than the actual jokes themselves or what was being said. It was a very diverse crowd, and it showed, again, just how universally popular Kevin Hart is and how he's able to just reach out to the masses, which is something a lot of actors cannot do. And a lot of comedians don't have that universal appeal. However, when we get to the jokes, they're Kevin Hart jokes. I mean, nothing was new here. Nothing really shocked me or made me think differently of Kevin Hart in a positive way. Every now and then, there were jokes that made me feel a little bit less about Kevin Hart. I thought that the whole routine came off a tad misogynistic, and of course he slid in those slightly homophobic jokes. Only two, though, which is good for a Kevin Hart routine, because in every single movie he kind of recycles these same slightly homophobic jokes. But the big thing was just a little bit misogynistic. And I really missed the self-deprivation that Kevin Hart usually has in his films. He really knows how to make fun of himself well. Here, he would kind of make fun of himself, but then pull back and be like, so what about it? And I thought it needed more humility behind those type of jokes. Again, the physical comedy was wonderful. When he was really playing out his scenarios, I thought it was the shining moments of the entire bit. And of course, there are certain segments within the stand-up routine that were very funny, and I laughed pretty consistently. But there are long stretches where bit after bit just didn't work, and I didn't laugh at all. So for a movie that is literally just a stand-up routine with these two small bookends, to only laugh about a third of the time, if that, is not really a good sign. So overall, my final review for this film is going to be that if you are a fan of Kevin Hart, if you like his movies, if you've seen his past stand-up routines, and you enjoy those and you laugh, go see this film, because it is directed straight at you, and I think you're going to laugh the entire way through and find this film to be very entertaining and funny. However, if you're not a Kevin Hart, or you're just meh like me, it's not going to change your mind. There's nothing groundbreaking here. There's nothing new, nothing original or unexpected. It is Kevin Hart's brand of comedy. And honestly, I don't even think it's top shelf brand of comedy for him. I think this is a step lower than his best. So you can just avoid this one altogether, because you know what you're going to get, and you already kind of know your own outcome. So I say skip it if you're not a fan, but definitely go see this on a Friday or Saturday night if you are a Kevin Hart fan. It'll make for an entertaining night for you. So, that has been my review of Kevin Hart, What Now? I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, go ahead, click like, down below and subscribe to the channel so you are always up to date on our latest videos. Also, join in on the discussion. Are you excited to see What Now? And what is your favorite stand-up either film or full-length TV special? Let me know either in the comment section down below or hit me up on Twitter. I love you all so much for your support. Mwah. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.